Hello and welcome, guys. Here we are, episode number 70. Back at you so fast, which is kind of my New Year's resolution. I want to get these episodes out nice and quick for you. And as you can probably guess, we're doing a very major infrastructure project right here. We're going to overhaul our kind of our factory harbor area over here. So I actually deleted absolutely everything that was here before. Got rid of that little off and on ramp style here, the bridges. The interchange has now been replaced by this double merging crossover interchange. I used one of the pre-made ones and just kind of did a smidgen of terraforming to the area to kind of make this flow nicely into the next one. And my goal here is to kind of bring maybe these along down here, kind of have a highway drop-off point right here. We'll put all of our factory stuff down here. We can have like another little bridge thing go up and over. I've kind of extended, you can see how these kind of roads kind of sneak their way back in. And we'll use a lot of custom assets, but it should be a really cool new area. And we'll use the harbor that has the train kind of like aspects built into it, and we'll bring this part of the rail down. And just kind of extend that. So it should be a very ambitious project, so I highly doubt we'll get it done in the first episode here. So this might maybe take 2 or 3. But we'll kind of see how time goes, and I might maybe do some off-camera building, but... you guys, you all seem to be very excited about the new season starting. So, in terms of kind of putting stuff on hold here, we can always put stuff down for like another day type thing. So if we don't get anything finished, not the end of the world. And again, kind of what I was saying with the last episode, it is really, really hard just in general to kind of say you're done with a city. So how do we ever choose a finishing point, right? So we might just kind of continue on this for a little bit longer than I may have been thinking. I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit more now that I see it. That's not what I want. Maybe some more of this kind of action going on. There, I think that'll help that transition look a bit nicer. I wanted to bring the road down a little bit right here so that way if we wanted to do some bridging or anything like that, it doesn't have to be too extreme. Because I actually didn't realize it, but this side of the road is way, 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 way higher. So I extended this a little bit out into the ocean, kind of brought this down a little bit, sloped it in. Okay, so I think the first thing we can start with, I'm looking for the cargo harbor. Yes, cargo hub. Okay, so these have to be placed on a shoreline, and of course the ones I just made are not the right height or something. Well, fiddles. I literally just made these with the intention of using that. Okay, well, how do we fix this? There's gotta be a way. Maybe we bring this, make it a little bit more defined? Is that the key to success here? Clearly it is not. No, it likes the original shoreline a lot. Okay, well, if that's the case, perhaps we can use that to our advantage and maybe shave a little bit of this off. But because it'll be sloped, it might look nice underneath. Why don't we go like that? Okay. I just don't want it to look silly so that, the boats can still get up here. So let's put that like that. No, the ships are not gonna, that's not gonna work. Okay. So I think we either need to lower it or raise it. So let's try lowering. And then I'm gonna use this guy here, get the height, and then we'll copy that height. And then we'll just see if this now just works. And if not, we'll kind of abandon this little... Yeah, so it's gonna wanna have that original shoreline, which is not the end of the world. Just means that our plans are gonna be slightly altered. Okay, so let's make this bigger. And, okay, so I guess we have to go like that, or even just go like this and just push the shore back, and then we can flatten that out. Okay. So just kind of make that a little bit smoother transition. And I'm sure that can be made a bit nicer too. Because, oh, actually, you know what? That's, that'll fix itself with the water once the speed goes back up. Okay, so now, have we given ourselves too little room? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so that'll be that. And since we now have to be at this height, what I'm going to do is copy that height, and then we'll just go like this. And then we'll give ourselves a little bit of room here. There we go, and that way we can get some factories and whatnot behind and underneath. Okay, so let's now transition these parts so that it looks nicer. Kind of looks like the highway was just built right on the top of that hill right there, which is kind of cool. And I think that in real life, this would very much so have a barrier, just for the sake of safety. And then obviously the noise is a nice little benefit as well, but definitely in real life there would be like a safety barrier here. Alright, now my original idea was to do a bridge with this, but now I think it makes way more sense to come in with a tunnel so we can get to the lower deck down here. Okay, so let's put in the train, because I want that to be nice and smooth and not too chaotic. Okay, so we go like that. That looks kind of cool. And I'm leaving just enough room for the highway to kind of sneak its way through. And then now, at this point, we should probably start bringing this upwards. Oh, what if we tunnel? Oh, cool. Cool. That's still pretty steep, but I mean, the general idea is there. Okay, so let's try another stab at that, but that's cool. Or what we could be doing this whole way is actually progressively raising the height of this. Say it's from like about here or so, right? Because that gives us room for the highway to kind of do its thing. Okay, so let's bring this up to, say, 15 by here. That should still give us enough room to sneak under. And then what if we go even higher, say 24? Oh, that's even, okay, that's probably, it's a little steep still. But that might be better than doing the tunnel. Okay. So something in the middle is what we're basically after. So now we know that the height has to come up much, much, much taller than that at a little bit of a faster pace. Okay, so go back here. And bring this up to 33. And I don't think I did the slope of that all that nicely, but if that fits in there, that's cool. That works as well. Whoa, that just barely fits. Oh my gosh, no way. And then that to there, eh? So what's stopping us from going straight and then leveling off? I wish there was like an auto, like, you know, the auto leveling of the bridges and stuff is not too intuitive, you know? Okay, so that's not too bad. And we can actually go just like that. Perfection. That is super cool. Okay. And I love that. That is like just barely enough height. I can't even believe that. That's cool. I want to see a train go through there, because like I almost feel like that's not enough height, but like that marker or the bridge thing with the electricity, that doesn't look like it's, you know, in the way, so cool. Just barely makes it. And now from here, okay, so this was my thoughts, because the island, like we've kind of changed this a little bit, right? And I know the island in general is going to change, and what I'm specifically looking for in terms of a change on the island, and I'll kind of show you what I visually have in mind already. So we'll have this highway still come through, but what I want it to do is instead we're going to go straight And then right here is going to be an interchange, kind of like a trumpet. And then the trumpet will deviate to go this direction. So connect to this point right here. And then that'll break out over to here. And then from here, I would like to have another trumpet. I know this sounds a little bit crazy. Another trumpet, and then that one will go this way and then that way. So what I'm going to be doing in a nutshell is just moving the infrastructure out of this area and just kind of squeezing it in along this quadrant right here. And then what I'm going to do is maybe bring the highway a little bit lower, and then we can start bringing the trains over the highway part. And I downloaded a new train station. I'll show you the guys now. And the new train station has the ability to drive through it. So it's like a big central station. It's going to look like that, the thumbnail right there. That's kind of part of it. Let me find some roads so I can just place this down really quickly. Right, of course, our new area. So it'll look like this, right? There's like an M2 and stuff, right? Kind of see, you can make it as much as you want. That's not lined up, but just to give the idea, right? So we can do one of those in the center of the island over there, and then kind of have the highways kind of like wrapping around that. So that should look really, really cool. But I don't really have a date in mind for that, and I still got to visualize a little bit more. But again, the goal is to kind of just move a little bit more of this infrastructure either out of the way or like partially underground, or just, you know, give us more room to kind of build over here. Make it a bit more people-friendly and stuff for the view and everything. And then what we could do at that point is, this is how I kind of got on this little tangent, is we could connect this train line and just have the cargo just kind of run through there on the exterior line, if we wanted to. But what I think we'll do, just for the sake of this not being just a dead end, is we'll extend this out. We'll curve this a bit. And I'm going to have another station for cargo just over here. And that clearly needs to be fixed, but otherwise looks good. This little part right here. Oh, I think that's it. Whoa! Not even close. Oh my goodness, what is the game doing? The game is funny when it does this kind of stuff. Okay. What height is that? 18. Okay, so I'm gonna go like, I think like that. And then like that. Yeah, that's a nice little bit smoother. Interesting that this kind of dips a little bit, but I will not play with fate. Oh, and that raises too. Okay, well, let's just leave this the way it is. I really don't want to mix that around too much because I'm happy with the way that kind of turned out, you know? And then this can connect, say, back up to here. That's perfect. And that kind of completes the loop for this thing. Oh, look, check that. That even works too. Okay. I think we can make that a little bit straighter. Yeah, just for like, you know, visual sake. Otherwise, cool. So now we've got another little loop right there. Very effective. Okay, all right. I am really liking this. This is great. Okay. Now, the next thing I think we have to do is just kind of connect and maybe work this road out and around. Okay. Oh, nope. I know exactly what we're going to do. So this is going to lead to the transition into the highway. And we can either have that as a roundabout, or we could make like a transition into a 6-lane. Okay. And then that can connect to a 6-lane. Because that'll be an effective way to make, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's make this look symmetrical. that goes like that. That goes like that. A little bit wavy. Probably fixed. May have to do some terraforming. And you know what we'll do? We'll connect the road and then we'll smooth it out after. Yep, that's a bit better. Okay, so we'll smooth this guy out. And there we go. Now the bulk of this traffic is just literally going to be trucks, so it's just going on and off the highway. So we're going to try and get them there quickly. Because my thoughts are, oh, is there a way to make this? No, there isn't. That's right. I was hoping we could make this into a one-way road, but it can't be upgraded. What we can do is force traffic to follow like a one-way kind of style. So they kind of go this way, this will be the turnaround point, and then they'll go back around to the highway. Or we can find a creative way to make something like that kind of happen. Okay, so as far as these connections go. Now this is something I saw in another video, which just blew my mind to pieces in terms of how ingenious this was. Okay, so the point of this is to get, see now we got some snap points right in front of the road here. Okay, so this is where the beautiful part comes. And I saw this done with a smaller highway into a 4-lane, so I'm only supposing that this should also work for this. I know it'll work with a 2-lane here. Because it was 2-lane into 4-lane. Oh, come on. I'm looking for that snap point right there. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Oh, of course. Of course, of course. And of course. Oh my goodness. Okay, well what I was trying to do, which I cannot seem to be doing so very delicately, I was trying to get these to transition very, like, you know, nice into one another. But the game decided that it doesn't like me today. So I can't seem to accomplish what I'm after. And unfortunately I butchered what that guy had done because it looked so nice. But the short of the long is just you had a really nice way to kind of transition in between a highway and a road. And I did a terrible, terrible, terrible job, and I feel terrible now, so let's just try doing something on our own. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. And this is gonna go, I don't know if I want to start at 2 lanes. Just because it doesn't look as wide, but then it doesn't really work because that's a 3-lane entrance, right? Well, let's just try 2 lanes and see what it looks like. Okay, now if I go straight like this, and then curve up and over, how would that look? No, I didn't quite get that curve right. I feel like this is the general intention here. No, that's not it. Get in there. This just has to start raising, that's all. Okay, so why don't we just start this going to a little bit of a higher point initially. Okay, so we want that transition to look nice. I think the suspension pillars might be a bit overkill, but so I guess to get rid of those, we can just curve the road. Ooh, that's good. So that's still a little bit steep. But I did really like that. for me feels a bit better, even though I don't actually know if it is. Yeah, ideally, I want that to come a little bit higher. Sorry, guys. I think third time's a charm right here. Slowly getting there. I believe that was like that, so let's bring it up to about a 3 or a 6. Let's try the 3 initially. Bring that down to 0. Yeah, that's what I'm after. That's the kind of steepness I can deal with. And then, oh gosh. Too eager on the clicking finger there. Okay, so let's follow the same curve. Just bring that down ever so slightly.